I mean, presumably you would have people you can go to for that, right? Like a doctor to help with that? Sounds like a bad deal, man. And maybe not the sort of thing that you wait out and hope goes away. I don't know. I would assume, I mean, you live with it, so you would know better than I. Gotcha. So what kind of things do you do in your free time to de-stress? He has cure too, I gotta remember that. I'm just too slow. Oh, shit, I'm just too slow at this point. I am heavily reliant right now on one party member for DPS. And when that doesn't come through, I'm in a bad way. And Luneth might actually just kill somebody this turn. Okay, I got lucky. But whatever I can do to help you out, man. We'll cast your cure spells, I guess. They double the effect of an item in battle. That's good information. Oh. Can I... Is this magic? This is not magic water. An Arctic Wind. 3,000 gil. I was hoping that this was magic water. That's good to know. I don't... Man, I don't know. So that would mean what? Regular potions heal for 100? I guess. That's good. High potions heal for 1,000 though. That's where that becomes useful. For high potions, that means their potency could potentially be extended for a long time into the game. I don't know. I am running out. So Danny, where I'm at right now, we changed jobs, which notably for this particular case right now, we changed Ark's job from a white mage to a scholar. Which the spells that you can cast are related to your job level. Since we switched from like a level 20 something white mage to a level 1 scholar, we lost all of our spellcasting ability. Notably, the ability to cast Mini. Which, in order to get into this dungeon, I had to cast Mini in the party to tricks myself down to go into a small hole. And then I made myself bigger again, but I did it through items. So the issue right now is, unless I can find a place that restores mana, I can't cast Mini on the party, and I only have 2 mallets left. So if I run into a situation where I have to cast Mini again to proceed, I am at a fail state. I mean, I need to reset to the last time I saved. That's what I'm hoping I don't run into. And I have no way of knowing, obviously, if that's coming. Something that plays... I don't know if I understand what you're asking, Danny. I mean, you don't sound nutty or anything when you're talking in chat, if that's what you're asking. Other than you having said it, I can assure you that's not something that ever would have crossed my mind. Wait. Can you use... I can't use these. Oh man, I thought I had a thing. If I could have used the Books of Light to cast, that would have been worthwhile. Let me try, I'm going to use a potion, though, on Luneth, to try to take advantage of that double healing. So I'm going to have to heal up anyway. I might as well pop that. That's useful. But yeah, I don't. Is that what you're asking, Danny? That does not come across when you talk, if that's what you're worried about. It doesn't come across when I watch you stream either, so... If everyone knew, I mean, I don't think anybody in chat would have known. Maybe Trappist. He's the only one that was here back when you were watching before, like during Final Fantasy and all that kind of stuff. Anybody else that was watching at that time typically doesn't watch anymore. Prior occasionally will stop through, but no. Doesn't come across, so you got nothing to worry about with that. Get the job levels. Bomb fragment. God, I want to find a magic. I need to find magic water. That's what I need. Apparently, since we are the Warriors of the Light, we have the ability to heal from certain bodies of water. And I would very, very much like to find one of those bodies of water right now to restore my HP and MP. Oh, this looks bad. Lamia. Yeah, this is probably going to be bad. Well, that's probably true. Almost certainly true. But is that are you saying that's a bad thing? Like, would you prefer that people knew? Zeus's Wrath. 3,000 gil. I mean, my personal opinion on the matter is regardless of whatever you've got going on with you in your life, to some degree or another, everybody's got something going on with them. Something about themselves that is different or they don't like or whatever. Everybody's got that. And that doesn't make you... That's no reason not to be treated like a normal person. So to me, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't expect anybody to be treating you differently because of that. Shadow Flare. That's insane. That spell is actually insane. I want to cast that on the next boss and just one-shot the next boss that I run into. That is my desire right now. Well, my bigger desire is to get some healing. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that it's common, right? I mean, to a certain point, I don't know. I probably should not be talking about these things because I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. But to me, it doesn't seem too terribly different when you hear voices from, like, children having imaginary friends and stuff like that, right? It seems kind of like an extension of that. Only a kid, I guess, doesn't think it's weird and it's just normal. So to me, no, I wouldn't think that it's surprising at all that that would be a common occurrence. But again, I don't know. I am not well versed in this, so I don't have any idea. I probably have any sort of right to be talking about it. For sparklies. Should be just going up the stairs. God, we're running low on juice. I'm gonna run into a boss and I am not gonna be ready for it. Makes sense. For a lot of that kind of stuff, I mean, I don't know. The information's not exactly out there, right? Like, what do you do? Who do you talk to? I wouldn't know. So it's not surprising. The Royal Sword. Da, 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 da. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm almost out of restoratives. This is getting really... Oh, thank God. I thought I had to be meaning to go through that. I had a moment of panic there. I thought I was screwed. Oh, man. The Dullahan. Honestly, I think... And your fear is not unfounded, right? In ages past, and probably to people now that are just don't know and are idiots about things, 0 damage. Why did Ark take 0 damage from that thunder? I mean, I'm not complaining, but that's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, I would imagine, you know, people with any sort of mental illness, I mean, they were treated awful, right? Crazy, weird experiments and stuff done to them. And obviously that's not the case now, but you watch movies and TV shows and all that kind of stuff, it's full of that kind of crap going on. So yeah, that's I would think a perfectly normal thing to be afraid of or to maybe expect, or I don't know. Again, I think that's perfectly normal. But again, it's not like that, to my knowledge, and it shouldn't be. Yeah, I would think it would, unless it was causing like violent reactions or potential harm to the people around you, I wouldn't see any reason to lock anybody away for that kind of thing. And at that point, it's no different than anybody else harming somebody else, right? I should probably heal up. Took a couple smacks here and there. God, I am so scared. I'm gonna die. I am really, really scared right now that I'm gonna run into... Oh, wait, is this? God, just give me a heal. Please, let me heal. Okay. We have a pocket elixir in case things get really, really dicey. We have 2 Where did we get the other elixir? I thought we used one already. Okay. We've got... I still can't believe that thing sells for 33,000. Alright. So we have an oh shit, everything's hit the fan, we need help button right now. We have an elixir. So if I need to pop an elixir on Ark, I can do that and keep myself going. So at least we've got that. The full MP return. That's what we need. I mean, in the grand scheme of things of being compelled or told or whatever to do something, that's probably a good thing, right? Expensive, though. I mean, I wouldn't advise going out and purchasing a bunch of puppies. Because dogs are expensive. That being said, I really wish I had more than one dog. I would love to have a second puppy in my life. But not. Probably not going to happen. My wife is super, super firm on that particular no. That being said, funny story about that. Apparently at my son's school today, they had somebody from the local Humane Society, which is, I don't know if they have humane societies across the pond. But essentially what that is they pick up like stray animals and you can adopt them from there for a small fee. Anyway, so somebody from the local Humane Society came in and talked to my son's class, they're kindergartners, and they were talking about that. For some reason, they thought it was a good idea to tell the kids that when puppies and kitties don't get adopted, they get put down. Maybe a bit much for kindergartners? I don't know, maybe not, I guess. He seemed to be okay with it other than being a little sad. Still kind of weird to tell kindergartners that. Then he came home asking if we could adopt another puppy. I'm like, convince your mom. If you can get that by your mom, I will take you there immediately, and we will pick up another puppy. Or I would do a kitty as well, but I'm a dog person, really. But yeah, that was my first. He started talking about that. It was just funny. Fair enough, I guess. It's the truth. I guess there's no sense. I'm not typically one for sugarcoating the truth. I mean, my kids know about death and all that kind of stuff. It's just kind of funny. Some random Humane Society person comes in. Just funny. Those freaking whirlwind things hit crazy hard. Alright, we're starting to get up there on the damage now. I'm feeling a little bit. Of course, Ingus does have a very strong sword on right now, so that helps. I still don't like the Scholar. I don't know what the Scholar is supposed to do in the normal battles. Attacking with the books just feels bad. It doesn't feel good. Yeah. I respect anybody that goes vegetarian for that kind of thing, but man, that is not for me. That's fair. My kids have known about that for quite a long time, so my wife's family, they're from Europe, from Bosnia, to be specific. They, over there and over here, at least 2 times a year, they'll do, one time a year they'll do like a hog roast, where they get like a whole hog from a local butcher, and they've got like a spit on a trailer that they take to whoever house is doing it. So one time a year they'll roast a whole hog, and then one time a year they'll roast a whole lamb. So, I mean, my kids have been, when you're roasting a whole lamb, you can see, oh yeah, look at, there it is, there's the head, there's the legs, that's an animal. So they've been aware of that for a long time. They kind of grew up with that. Oh man, this feels like a boss fight. Shit, I should have elixired. I think I'm dead here. The power of darkness is a thing of beauty, a black tapestry of chaos. A tapestry on which I shall paint an all-encompassing nocturne. With this fortress Argus's soldiers and the power of darkness, I will rule the world. Time to die. He's holding his cape in front of him? That's kind of cool. I am super nervous about this fight. Study. Well, I guess we'll terrain here, and you can use an elixir on Arc. I'm dead. I am fucking dead. If he's hitting that hard, there's almost no way I keep up with that damage. I don't see how I can do it. No weak points detected. And the problem is, he did that super fast. I still can't cast level 2 spells? I thought Elixir gave back all your... I'm missing something here. I have to be missing something here. Right? I don't understand what's going on anymore. I screwed up. Actually, Ark should have done that, not Luneth. I think I don't think I beat this fight. That's what I think. Confused. That's not good. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe terrain will carry me through. Barrier shift. And this is where I think I'm just screwed. I don't know what I think. I really don't. But I will be very surprised if I actually make it through this fight. Did you kill yourself? You didn't quite kill yourself. Luneth's still carrying. Carrying what? Well, that worked. Somehow. God damn it. I don't... Doesn't really matter, I guess. No. No, no, no. Right now, Refia is all the damage. Almost all the damage. The issue with this particular boss is he has Barrier Shift, which changes what he's currently weak against elementally. Like right now, he's strong against lightning, which Luneth has lightning dagger, so he's doing no damage. This could be the end of the fight. Holy fuck. I just got lucky as shit. I just got lucky as shit. Oh. I'm not going to use a scholar. I might... God. Oh. I got so lucky that I cast that Shadow Flare thing. Yeah, there's bosses in a lot of the Final Fantasies that have it. Like I know, who is it? The guy on top of the magic only tower. The magic only tower. I don't remember the where you get the Xbox in Final Fantasy VI. I know that has one. I think 5 has one. But I got lucky because the thing with this guy is I have no way to target elemental weaknesses. All I have for damage is Refia. And I can't control what terrain does. I got lucky. I got really lucky because that's a rare cast. That was the 3rd time I've seen it so far. Whoa, an earthquake. Thank you, Warriors of Light. The walls, they speak. I am the Elder Tree of the Living Woods. Hein had put a curse on me to do his bidding. But you have freed me from his bonds. Thank you again, Warriors of Light. I will now free the people held captive within me and return them to where they belong. Then I will go back to the Living Woods once again. True that, only to a much bigger degree right now, wouldn't I? Thank you. Thank you. Now it is time to return. I'm back where I belong. It's the Deku Tree. Thank you for your help, young ones. Here, take this. Use it when the power of darkness stands in your way. Are you giving me a fairy? You saved the Living Woods. Thank you. Fang of Wind. Okay. That's weird. I will now sleep until the wounds that Hein inflicted upon me heal themselves. For 1,000 years I shall sleep, and none shall be able to enter these woods until I awaken. Young ones, It is no coincidence that this floating continent was born 1,000 years ago when the darkness engulfed the world. And that you have been chosen to become the warriors of light 1,000 years later. Young ones, you must leave this floating continent and go to the world of darkness, the surface world. I'm curious about monks and rangers. The surface world? You must make haste. If you do not go now, it will be 1,000 years until you may go again. Goodbye. Goodbye and good luck. Good luck. I am not a scholar anymore. Sorry, scholar. Not gonna happen. That's crazy to me. They get level 2 spells at level 30? That's insane. That is actually insane. Analyze does not outweigh that kind of loss of casting potential. There's no way. There's no way that anybody sane would do that. Why would you ever take the scholar? Yeah, I get how the... I don't know. I understand, right? The scholar robe can only be worn by the scholar. Screw you, game. Screw you. That's fair, I guess. What was I gonna say? I understand how that could be useful in niche areas, but there's no way that outweighs a white mage with all the casting. Analyze is not that good, and it's not like the books were very good either. I don't know. The whole thing is just weird. White mage is good. I will continue trying to use the whatchamacallit. The Geomancer. I'll continue trying to use the Geomancer for a while. I don't know... It does a lot of damage. No doubt about that. I don't like that I can't control what it does, though. Obviously, that can work in my favor, right? Like there, I got super lucky there because I one-shot the boss with that crazy, crazy attack that just randomly happens. I don't know. Okay, retaliate. That's kind of like, I mean, Final Fantasy Tactics monks had something similar to that, right? You've saved us! Thank you! King Argus and a princess from a faraway land promised us they would help rebuild this village. Thanks to you, I was able to escape Heinz Castle and come back to the village. Thanks for saving us. My husband is alive! Thank you! Thank you for all you've done for us! We also got to go back to Ur because the children are missing.